Hello, and a very warm welcome to Immigration Now. My name is Samantha, and I am so glad you have joined us today. This channel is your trusted guide on the exciting journey of making a new country your home. We are here to help you navigate the often complex world of immigration with clear, reliable, up-to-date information. Today, we are embarking on a special adventure together. We are setting our sights on a beautiful, innovative, welcoming country in the heart of Europe. We are talking about the Netherlands, where history and modernity dance together along picturesque canals and vibrant city streets. Are you dreaming of a life surrounded by tulip fields, historic windmills, and a forward-thinking culture? Perhaps you have heard about the Netherlands' excellent work-life balance, its world-class education system, or its thriving international community. Maybe you have seen pictures of charming Dutch towns, Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and thought, I could see myself living there. If any of this resonates with you, then you have come to the right place. This video is designed to be your first step, your foundational guide to turning that Dutch dream into a reality in the upcoming year, 2025. We understand that thinking about moving to a new country can feel overwhelming. There are so many questions to answer and steps to take. Where do you even begin? What are the rules? What documents do you need? It is completely normal to feel a mix of excitement and anxiety. Our goal here at Immigration Now is to replace that anxiety with confidence. We will break down the process into manageable, easy-to-understand parts. We want to empower you with the knowledge you need to make informed decisions for yourself and your family as you plan your move to the Netherlands. So grab a cup of coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey together. In this comprehensive guide for 2025, we will walk you through everything you need to know. We will cover the most popular pathways to residency, the requirements for bringing your loved ones with you, and the practical steps you need to take. Think of this video as your personal roadmap to starting a new life in one of Europe's most dynamic countries. We are here to support you every step of the way, providing the clarity and the encouragement you need to move forward with your plans. In today's detailed guide, we have structured everything to give you a complete picture of what it takes to immigrate to the Netherlands. We will start by exploring the why. What makes the Netherlands such an attractive destination for people from all over the world? High quality of life, abundant job opportunities, especially in tech and innovation, a welcoming environment for internationals. Understanding the appeal is the first step to confirming it's the right choice for your future aspirations. We'll share insights beyond typical tourist brochures. Next, the how. We'll dive deep into the pathways to residency in the Netherlands. Student route, study at Dutch universities, potential to stay afterward, options for skilled workers, sponsorships from Dutch employers, the highly skilled migrant visa, pathways toward permanent residency, a clear understanding of the different avenues available to you. Moving countries often means bringing family. We have a section on spousal visas and family sponsorships, bringing your partner, bringing your spouse, bringing your children, eligibility criteria, application steps, expected processing times. Our aim, keep your family together as you start this new chapter. Finally, practical requirements, proof of funds and specific documents you'll need, passports, birth certificates, financial statements, letters of admission or employment, tips to get your paperwork in perfect order. Make the application process smoother and less stressful. By the end, you'll have a clear, actionable checklist to get started. So let's begin with the big question. Why the Netherlands? What makes this small country on the North Sea a giant magnet for talent, families, and dreamers from around the globe? A huge part of its appeal lies in its dynamic and robust economy. The Netherlands is a powerhouse of innovation and trade, consistently ranking as one of the most competitive economies in the world. It is home to a vast number of multinational corporations, Philips, Shell, Unilever, creating a constant demand for skilled professionals. This makes it a fantastic place to grow your career and gain international experience. The Dutch government actively encourages this, creating a favorable environment for businesses and the talented individuals who make them thrive. The job market here is particularly strong in several key sectors: technology, engineering, life sciences, creative industries. You will find a wealth of opportunities waiting for you. The country is a European leader in tech startups, Amsterdam, Eindhoven, Delft. This ecosystem isn't just for seasoned experts. It's also a nurturing ground for new talent and entrepreneurs. The Dutch government even has special visa programs, like the one for highly skilled migrants, designed specifically to attract top talent from overseas. This makes the process of finding a sponsored job much more streamlined than in many other countries. The Netherlands is also a world leader in education and research. It boasts several top-ranked universities that offer a wide array of programs in English, making higher education incredibly accessible to international students. University of Amsterdam, Delft University of Technology, Wageningen University are renowned for their high-quality teaching and groundbreaking research. For students, this means receiving a world-class education that is highly respected by employers globally. Furthermore, the Netherlands offers a generous orientation year visa, which allows graduates from Dutch universities to stay for 1 year after their studies to find a job, giving them a direct pathway to a long-term career in the country. Beyond formal employment and education, the Netherlands fosters a culture of entrepreneurship. If you have a great business idea, this is a country that wants to help you succeed. The government has initiatives and visa options specifically for startup founders, providing a supportive framework to launch your venture. The Dutch are known for their directness and business-savvy approach, which creates a straightforward and efficient environment for getting things done. Combined with its strategic location at the heart of Europe, the Netherlands serves as the perfect launchpad for businesses looking to access the wider European market. It's a place where ambition is not just welcomed, it's actively encouraged and supported. While career and educational opportunities are a major draw, what truly makes people fall in love with the Netherlands is the exceptional quality of life. The Dutch have mastered the art of balancing work and personal time. The standard work week is typically around 36 to 40 hours, and there's a strong cultural emphasis on finishing work on time and dedicating evenings and weekends to family, hobbies, and relaxation. This famous work-life balance isn't just a myth, it's a daily reality that contributes to the Netherlands consistently being ranked among the happiest countries in the world. Another cornerstone of Dutch life is the safe, clean, and beautifully organized environment. From the immaculate city streets to the meticulously planned public transportation system, there is a sense of order and care that permeates daily life. The country is incredibly family-friendly, safe neighborhoods, numerous parks, and a world-class healthcare system. For parents, this provides immense peace of mind. Children are encouraged to be independent from a young age, and it's a common sight to see them cycling to school on their own along the country's vast network of dedicated bike paths. The Netherlands is also wonderfully diverse and open-minded. For centuries, it has been a crossroads of cultures, and today it is home to a large and vibrant international community. A remarkable 90% of the Dutch population speaks English, which makes it incredibly easy for newcomers to communicate, navigate daily tasks, and build social connections from the moment they arrive. This welcoming attitude means you don't have to be fluent in Dutch to feel at home, although learning the language is always appreciated and will certainly enrich your experience. This openness creates a society where people from all backgrounds can feel a sense of belonging. Finally, living in the Netherlands means having all of Europe at your doorstep. The country's central location and excellent transport links, including the high-speed rail network and Schiphol Airport, make it incredibly easy to travel. You can be in Paris, Brussels, or Berlin in just a few hours. This makes it easy to explore different cultures, cuisines, and landscapes on a weekend trip. The Dutch themselves love to travel, and this spirit of exploration is contagious. Living here is not just about embracing Dutch culture. It's about embracing a truly international and European lifestyle, full of adventure and new discoveries. Now that we have explored why the Netherlands is such a wonderful place to live, let's get into the practical details of how you can make it your home. One of the most popular and accessible routes, especially for younger individuals, is the student pathway. The Netherlands is renowned for its excellent universities and a wide variety of courses taught entirely in English. This makes it an attractive destination for international students from all over the world. The journey typically begins with getting an acceptance letter from a recognized Dutch educational institution. This letter is your golden ticket, the first and most crucial step in this process. Your chosen university will often act as your sponsor and guide you through the initial visa application. Once you have been accepted, the university will usually start the application process for your student residence permit on your behalf. This is a huge advantage, as it simplifies what can otherwise be a complicated procedure. You will need to provide them with all the necessary documents, passport, proof of admission, and evidence that you have sufficient financial means to support yourself during your studies. The Dutch government wants to ensure you can focus on your education without financial stress. The financial requirement is updated annually, so it is important to check the latest figures on the official IND or Immigration and Naturalization Service website before you apply. A student residence permit is typically granted for the duration of your study program. This allows you to live, study, and even work for a limited number of hours per week during your studies, which can be a great way to gain work experience and supplement your income. But the real benefit of the student pathway often comes after you graduate. The Dutch government is very keen on retaining the talented individuals it helps to educate. This is where the orientation year or zoekjaar residence permit comes into play. This special permit gives you 1 full year after graduation to stay in the Netherlands to search for a job as a highly skilled migrant. This orientation year is an incredible opportunity. It acts as a bridge between your life as a student and your life as a working professional in the Netherlands. During this year, you can work freely without any hourly restrictions while you look for a long-term position that matches your qualifications. If you successfully find a job as a highly skilled migrant within this year, the process of switching your residence permit is significantly more straightforward. Many international graduates find this pathway to be the smoothest transition into building a long-term career and life in the country, eventually leading towards permanent residency. Already established in your career? The most direct route to the Netherlands is the highly skilled migrant pathway, designed to attract talented professionals to fill skill shortages in the Dutch labor market. It's not a point system. Instead, you need a signed employment contract with an IND-recognized sponsor. So find a job with a recognized company. Many companies actively recruit from abroad. Main requirement: meet a minimum salary threshold. The Dutch government sets a gross monthly salary level. That threshold is indexed annually, and it varies depending on your age. There's a lower salary requirement if you're under 30, and a further reduced threshold if you're transitioning from an orientation year permit after graduating from a Dutch university. Your employer must prove your agreed salary meets or exceeds the official level. One big advantage is speed. The program is very efficient. Recognized sponsors can use a fast-track procedure with the IND. In many cases, decisions can come within just a few weeks. That speed gives certainty and helps you plan your move. Once approved, your residence permit usually matches your employment contract duration. It's valid up to a maximum of 5 years, and it can be renewed. This pathway also offers big benefits for your family. If approved, your spouse or partner is eligible for a residence permit. Dependent children are eligible for residence permits too. Crucially, your partner has full access to the Dutch labor market. They can work for any employer without needing a separate work permit. That makes the move much smoother for the whole family. After 5 consecutive years on this permit, you generally become eligible to apply for permanent residency. While the student and highly skilled migrant routes are the most common, they are certainly not the only ways to secure residency in the Netherlands. The country offers a variety of other pathways tailored to different circumstances, reflecting its flexible and pragmatic approach to immigration. If you are an entrepreneur with an innovative business idea, you may be eligible for the Dutch Startup Visa. This 1-year residence permit allows you to launch your new company with the support of a recognized facilitator or mentor in the Netherlands. This facilitator helps guide you through the process of building your business. To qualify for the Startup Visa, your product or service must be genuinely new and innovative. You will need to present a detailed step-by-step business plan, and your facilitator will need to endorse your idea and your potential for success. After the initial year, if your business is showing promise and can support you financially, you can apply to switch to the self-employed person's residence permit, which provides a longer-term basis for you to continue growing your company in the Netherlands. This is an excellent option for ambitious founders who want to be part of the country's vibrant startup ecosystem and contribute to its innovative economy. Another important pathway is for researchers. If you have been offered a position as a researcher, guest lecturer, or medical trainee at a Dutch academic or research institution, you may be able to apply for a residence permit under the EU Directive for Researchers. Much like the highly skilled migrant route, your host institution will act as your sponsor and will guide you through the application process. This route recognizes the valuable contribution that international researchers make to Dutch science and academia, and it provides a clear and structured path for them to come and work in the Netherlands. Finally, for those with significant financial resources, there is the Dutch investor visa, sometimes referred to as the Golden Visa. This route requires a substantial investment of at least 1.25 million euros into an innovative Dutch company or a venture capital fund that invests in the Dutch economy. The investment must be deemed to add value to the Netherlands, for instance, by creating jobs or bringing specific knowledge. While this pathway has a very high threshold, it offers a direct route to a residence permit for wealthy individuals. It is important to explore all these options and see which one best fits your personal and professional profile. For many people considering a move to a new country, the ability to bring their loved ones along is not just a preference, it is an absolute necessity. The Netherlands understands this deeply, and its immigration system provides clear pathways for family reunification. If you are living in the Netherlands on a valid residence permit, a highly skilled migrant, student permit, you generally have the right to sponsor your spouse or partner to join you. This is a fundamental part of the Dutch approach to immigration, which values keeping families together as a key component of successful integration into society. This ensures that you can build your new life with the full support of those closest to you. The rules apply to married couples, long-term, unmarried partnerships. For married couples, your marriage certificate will be the primary piece of evidence required. For unmarried partners, you will need to prove that you are in an exclusive, long-term relationship. Joint bank accounts, rental agreements in both names, photographs, sworn statements from friends and family. The Dutch Immigration Service, the IND, needs to be convinced that your relationship is genuine and durable, not one created simply for immigration purposes. Both you, the sponsor in the Netherlands, and your partner applying from abroad must meet certain conditions. Both of you must be at least 21 years old. As the sponsor, you must have a valid residence permit, sufficient income, independent income, long-term income, and demonstrate the ability to support both yourself and your partner. This income requirement is crucial. Check the IND website for the latest figures before you start. Once your partner arrives in the Netherlands, they are granted a residence permit that is linked to yours. A significant benefit, particularly for partners of highly skilled migrants, is that they are typically granted full access to the labor market. They are free to work for any employer in any field without needing a separate work permit of their own. This freedom allows your partner to pursue their own career, contribute to the household income, build their own social and professional network. This policy greatly assists the integration of the entire family into Dutch life, making the transition smoother for everyone involved. The process of sponsoring a family member involves a formal application to the Dutch Immigration and Naturalisation Service, the IND. In most cases, you, as the sponsor already residing in the Netherlands, will initiate the application on behalf of your partner or family member who is still abroad. This is known as the TEV procedure. It combines the application for a long-stay visa, the MVV, and the residence permit into a single process. The MVV is the entry visa that allows your partner to travel to the Netherlands, and upon arrival, they can collect their residence permit card. This streamlined procedure makes the process more efficient and, honestly, less confusing for applicants. A critical requirement for most partners coming from outside the European Union is the Civic Integration Exam. Before they can be granted an MVV, your partner will likely need to pass a basic exam at the Dutch embassy or consulate in their home country. This exam tests their elementary knowledge of the Dutch language. This exam also tests their knowledge of Dutch society. The idea is to ensure newcomers have a foundational understanding to help integration from day one. There are exemptions to this rule, for instance, for partners of highly skilled migrants. As part of the application, you will need to submit a comprehensive set of documents: passport, birth certificate, a certificate of unmarried status if applicable. You will also need to provide your employment contract and recent pay slips to prove you meet the income requirement. All documents that are not in Dutch, English, French, German must be translated by a sworn translator and often require an apostille or legalization to verify their authenticity. Gathering and preparing this paperwork correctly is one of the most important parts of the application. After submitting the application and all the required documents, the IND will begin its review. The official decision period is typically 90 days. During this time, they will assess the authenticity of your relationship and your financial stability. If the decision is positive, your partner will be notified to collect their MVV from the Dutch embassy. They can then travel to the Netherlands. Upon arrival, they register with the local municipality and collect their residence permit. After 5 continuous years of living in the Netherlands with this permit, your partner will usually be eligible to apply for an independent residence permit or even permanent residency. One of the most critical aspects of any immigration application is proving that you have sufficient financial resources. This is known as the proof of funds requirement. The Dutch government needs to be sure that you can support yourself and any family members joining you without relying on public welfare funds. The specific amount you need to show varies greatly depending on the type of residence permit you are applying for. For example, the requirements for a student are very different from those for a highly skilled migrant, who must meet a specific salary threshold. It is absolutely essential to check the latest financial requirements on the official IND website before you begin your application, as these figures are updated regularly. For students, the requirement is based on a set monthly amount for living expenses, multiplied by the 12 months of the year. You will need to prove you have this total amount saved and available. This can usually be done by transferring the full sum into a bank account held by your Dutch educational institution. They will then hold the funds for you and dispense them to you in monthly installments. Another option is to provide official bank statements showing you have the required amount in your personal account. Some students may also be able to use a scholarship letter from a recognized provider as proof of their financial stability, as long as it covers the required living expenses. For those applying under the highly skilled migrant pathway, the proof of funds is integrated directly into your employment contract. The primary financial requirement is that your agreed-upon gross monthly salary meets or exceeds the minimum salary threshold set by the government for your age group. Your employer will submit your signed contract as the main piece of evidence. This document clearly states your salary, proving to the IND that you will be financially independent. If you are sponsoring a partner or family member to join you, you will need to demonstrate that your income is sufficient to support them as well. The IND has a specific income requirement for family sponsors, which is typically based on the Dutch minimum wage plus a certain percentage. You will need to provide documents like your employment contract and several recent payslips to prove your stable and long-term income. For self-employed individuals, the process is more complex, requiring financial statements and forecasts from an accountant to prove the viability and profitability of your business. Beyond proving your financial stability, you will need to gather a collection of personal and official documents to support your application. The most basic and non-negotiable document is your passport or an official travel document. It must be valid for at least 6 months beyond your intended date of entry into the Netherlands, and it must have at least 2 blank pages for any necessary visas or stamps. You will need to provide a copy of every single page of your passport, not just the pages with your personal information. This is a common requirement that applicants sometimes overlook, so be sure to copy all pages, including the blank ones. Next, you will need to provide legalized copies of key vital records: birth certificate, marriage certificate, children's birth certificates, certificate of non-impediment to marriage, declaration of unmarried status. These documents must be official originals or certified copies. If they are not issued in Dutch, English, French, or German, they must be translated by a sworn translator. Furthermore, they often need an apostille or another form of legalization to verify their authenticity in the Netherlands. Depending on your immigration pathway, you will also need specific supporting documents. For students, official letter of admission from the Dutch university. For highly skilled migrants, signed employment contract from a recognized sponsor. For entrepreneurs, detailed business plan, agreement with your facilitator. It is also common for the IND to require a tuberculosis test declaration form. Upon arrival in the Netherlands, applicants from many countries will need to undergo a TB test. You sign a form agreeing to do this as part of your application, and failing to complete the test after arrival can have consequences for your residence permit. Finally, you will need to complete the official application forms provided by the IND, background, your plans in the Netherlands, your personal history. It is vital to fill these out truthfully and completely. Any inconsistencies between the information on your forms and the evidence in your supporting documents could lead to delays or even a rejection of your application. Our number 1 tip: start early. Some documents can take weeks or even months to obtain. Pay attention to legalization requirements. Use a sworn translator. Finally, make digital copies and make physical copies. Scan every page before you send your package. Keep a physical photocopy of the entire package. This organizational habit can be a lifesaver and provide security throughout your immigration journey. We have covered a great deal of information together today, and I want to take a moment to bring it all together. Our journey through moving to the Netherlands in 2025. Careful planning, but absolutely achievable. We started by exploring the powerful why, the appeal of the Netherlands, a job, a degree, a truly exceptional quality of life, world-class work-life balance, a safe, family-friendly environment, an innovative spirit, a vibrant international community. We then navigated the crucial how, the main pathways to residency, the student pathway, top-tier education, the orientation year to find work after graduation, the highly skilled migrant route, a recognized sponsor, meeting the salary threshold, the startup visa for entrepreneurs, specific routes for researchers, spousal visas, family sponsorship, bringing your partner, bringing your children, meeting income and age requirements, proving a genuine, durable relationship. Partners often gain the freedom to work without restrictions. Finally, proof of funds and document preparation. Start early, understand legalization, use sworn translators, keep copies of everything. Do this and you'll build a strong, organized application. Approach the process with confidence rather than stress. As we conclude this detailed guide, I hope you feel empowered and much more confident about your potential move to the Netherlands. You now have a comprehensive roadmap that outlines the opportunities, the pathways, the practical steps involved. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. By watching this video, you've already taken an important one. Your next step is to reflect on everything we discussed: your personal circumstances, your career ambitions, your family's needs. Start your research on the official IND website. Verify the latest requirements. Create your personal document checklist. Remember, this journey is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient with the process and be patient with yourself. Every form you fill out, every certificate you obtain is a concrete step toward your goal. The dream of living amidst Dutch canals, innovative cities, welcoming communities is within your grasp. With diligent preparation and a positive mindset, you can begin your exciting new chapter in 2025. Our goal at Immigration Now is to be your trusted companion. Immigration rules change often. Stay updated. We warmly invite you to become part of our community. Please click the like button if this helped. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you for joining us today. We're honored to be part of your journey and excited for the adventure ahead. Good luck with your application and your future in the Netherlands. Leave your questions in the comments below. From all of us at Immigration Now, travel safely. See you in the next video.